Joking. Playing around. Bored. Stone. About to get more stone. And it's fucking cold. It is officially fall. I know they declared it the other day, calendar wise, though the calendar that we follow is incorrect. Very incorrect. But it is cold outside and it is definitely fall. Summer is officially over. You can tell. You can just feel it. It's nippy outside. And I'm thankful I was able to get in that garage yesterday and get my suitcases, which are actually really nice suitcases. I got them from Rose, which was the neighbor that passed away that was next door to Old Man, which is the house you guys seen yesterday. They were real leather suitcases, and I got them, and they're nice. And I am thankful for it because I was able to put thermals on. And these Hurley thermals, man, I'm about to be buying as many as I can. I've had a lot of thermals. I've traveled a lot. I get cold really easily. I have anemia, in a sense. So it's very easy for me to get cold when I don't have oxygen being carried to my organs. Though I still believe that is mostly because of me donating plasma and not receiving my red blood cells back. And I just found out recently, so I don't believe it's something I've had my whole life. But I do get cold in the hands and feet. And so I've been wanting to speak about some things about that. I actually have found a company called Umzu, U-M-Z-U, alright, that makes supplements that have helped me with this problem. It's just very expensive. Very, very expensive for their supplements. Almost to the point where, like, you really feel like you're wasting your money and it's just like a placebo effect. But my experience with substances and with, yoga and with everything in general, they're the only company where I've actually taken the vitamins, their supplements, and have actually really felt something. When you take the testosterone, the Testro X, which is all natural, it helps bring your testosterone levels back to normal, not up or above, but back to normal naturally, with natural ingredients. It works. And then they have there's three of them. There's three of them. They have the probiotics for your gut, and then they have the nitrogen where I forget the name of it. There's 3 bottles. They have a woman's version and they have a men's version. They're about the same price, and they're about $100 a month, and they take it out of your account automatically. They'll send it to your house every 30 days. You can buy just the package just once. You don't have to have it automatically out of your account, but you save money by having it automatically pulled out of your account. You save quite a bit, actually. But those vitamins are really, really worth it. And the nitrogen, the ones that you take, it has redwood in it, I think. There's a few, keep my burping, it's coffee. There's a few things in it that help actually get nitrogen into the blood and help with breathing, helps with thinking, your energy levels, everything, and helps get oxygen to your feet and to your hands. And the reason why I'm bringing it up, because I couldn't tell you how much of a difference it made in my life before I really started taking the yoga, the breathing, the stretching, the meditations, the worshiping Jesus really seriously, like 100%, like 1000%. It helped. I don't use the stuff anymore as much because I don't need to. I'm able to, to do the things. I'm able to do it naturally, and I just smoke a lot of pot. But the stuff does help if you're looking for something that will help people or help you in a sense. I definitely recommend it. UMZU, Umzu. It's good stuff. And it's cold, man. I had to put my thermals on. I had to put my dry fit on too, which I'm thankful. I took my beater off, and I don't know what it is about this material. After traveling as much as I've traveled, carrying weight on my back, like all the gear and whatnot, through all the years and the traveling, walking and stuff, the dry fit material, I mentioned people, man, it's something about the feeling of it on the skin. It doesn't stick to you, and it doesn't give you rashes. So I'll buy this material. It don't matter what it is. If it's knockoff, if it's brand name, if it's black, I'll buy it, because most of the time black always looks good anyways. And that's the best thing in the summer and the heat, actually, in the sun. So believe it or not. But I was able to change and put on my favorite pair of pants, which fucking are these. I love these pants. I love nice clothes. These pants are fucking expensive, man. They're called fucking Buffalo or something like that. What are they? Buffalo something. They're nice. I see actually a lot of people with them lately. Ever since I was wearing them, I've been wearing them. I've seen a lot of people with them, but I've never seen the green pair with the paint on them. And then the fucking tear's been getting bigger. It wasn't this big, this was actually, it was connected somewhere. I think it was this side, yeah. It was just a small one, and it got bigger and bigger. So I only wear them with the thermals now. With the black underneath, and it's comfortable. And then when I wear these thermals too, I won't wear any underwear, because it will drive me fucking nuts. I'll take my underwear off. I'll just wear them naked, like tights in a sense. Fuck it. Because it gets irritating. I have to wear these pants, right? And they're a little bit bigger. But I like it because when you sit down, they're not tight, right? It doesn't hurt. And then if you're carrying gear and stuff, you can always adjust. But when you're wearing the boxers and then you put these thermals on, the fucking boxers constantly come up, and then you get wedgies. You're constantly pulling them back down. You're constantly readjusting, and it's annoying. Therefore, when I take them off and I just wear this, you know what I'm saying? It's way more comfortable. I can just slide them up, you know what I mean, and adjust, whatnot. Which, I decided what we're going to do today, this morning. I love the nature, and I love the woods, I love the forestry, I love animals, and this is what I'll be documenting. I'm going to be traveling around the world, not only just documenting the city culture and everything else, and people, and sports, and life. That's why it's called Life, Stories, Perspectives. Here in the Detroit area, on the west side, I'm all about preservation and giving back to the community and restoring the nature and, our land. And the effort that they've been putting into Hines Drive, which you spell it Hines, Drive, which was actually owned by Ford at one time, from what I know, Henry Ford, which you guys know that I have a fondness for Ford. I drive a very, very special Ford Focus that is supercharged, a 4-cylinder, which is, you don't see very much. You see them turbocharged, yes, but not very often supercharged. Let alone, a car that was never made here in the United States. It was only sold, this trim, the RS trim, the badging, the sills, everything that is on this car was only sold in Europe and other places. So though it's not right-hand drive, it is left-hand drive. It makes it that much more special to me, because it shouldn't have the RS stuff on it. It shouldn't have the RS trans and whatnot, and the supercharger, Borla exhaust, everything, Moog, everything, and whatnot. The car is very special. So I'm gonna be going down to Hines Drive, one, because it's historical, Henry Ford wise. Animal wise, Indians actually used to live over here and hunt down there. Back when I first started the YouTube, I actually made an hour video of the place I'm going to be taking you to. And when I went to go upload it, it didn't upload, which I've had problems before, on many phones, which I'll be doing reviews on the, on the equipment and gear and whatnot that, I'm using, which I'm using a TCL phone. This is the phone I've been starting off with, that I came home from prison with. It's only a $50 phone. And it tells you that you don't need all that equipment or, camera gear and all that to have people listen to you. I've already obtained 100 followers, right? Thank you for all that have subscribed, by the way. Simply by speaking my heart, by being truthful, by being who I'm supposed to be, by listening to God and telling the people the truth, which brings me healing and happiness. And it's a testament. Not only is it a testament of what people are capable of, but it's also a testimony as well. This is my testimony of my life, of my witness, of what Jesus has done for me and how he has changed my life. Not simply by what I have, but by simply who I am, what I've become, who I can become, right? So there's no better status or higher code or revelation or anything to obtain higher than to obtain God, right? And if you read the Bible says we are made in the image of God, like God. We are gods of our own life. We have control of our own life. That's why God gave us free will. That's why he told us not to eat from the one thing that we fucking ate from. Which then he was still merciful. And we're still here because he created us. He wanted us to have a life. And people still take it for granted. It blows my mind. It does. It blows how people treat this world, or I'm ashamed of how I treated it. And that's why it's crazy to me, because I have realized my error and I'm willing to accept it and tell people I'm not ashamed of it anymore. Because it's changed me. It's made me a better person. It's given me a purpose. And everyone's purpose is to worship God and to serve him whether they know it or not. And that's just simply true facts. There's nothing anybody can dispute about that, period. But I'm gonna smoke. My fucking hands are cold, man. I'm telling you, fall's here. My cat's sleeping good, she's been resting a lot. She just needs healing. She needs rest. That's what's gonna heal her. She's gotta be dreaming or something. She was just shaking. Probably dreaming. So, I'm gonna smoke some wax, lock up the fucking closet. The padlocked closet. Holy shit, my fucking hands, dude. They just got real cold. I'm telling you, man, fucking it's freezing outside. Winter will be here soon. The winter is coming like Game of Thrones. The long winter nights are coming. Yes, I'm so excited. I still have a lot. About a little bit more than half, maybe half. It's hard to see. And about half of it left. Yeah, that's what it looks like. No green crack though. No green hard gelato. No green gelato. That's all gone. That stuff, right, dude, let me tell you, that stuff gets you higher than this stuff. But it doesn't. I enjoy this more though. Why? Because it's easier to work with. This bitch was stuck in there. Still had a little bit on there. That always happens. So yeah, something about wax in the morning, man. It gets me there. It's really hard unless I smoke flower, in the morning, there's not too much that really gets me stoned like that. That's why I gotta, listen, man, I can't, it's hard for me to buy anything off the street anymore, because you go to the dispensary, right? The quality's there, and though it costs what it costs on the street, you're smoking more of it. You're smoking more of it because it doesn't get you as high, and then it's never flushed right. You're hurting your lungs. You're hurting yourself. You're killing your lungs more than the good stuff, because they're not taking all those chemicals out. They're not flushing the plant completely. They're supposed to stop giving it all those chemicals and synthetics and organic compounds, whatever it is, and they're supposed to just give it straight water. They never do that. They never do it long enough. They're always impatient in a hurry when they're on the street. So, because they have no standard, they're on the street. If they have a standard, they would be getting it tested standard-wise. So that's why I spend the money and really go to the dispensary. I'll go on the street if I have to, if I'm hurting on money, obviously. But if I have the money, I will always go to the dispensary. And I will always buy from the dispensary. Why? Because I'm paying taxes. Because it's legal now. I'm giving back to the community. I'm going to a place that is paying people, right, hourly, and they're providing not only something for health, right, health benefits, they're providing work for people, they're providing income, they're providing a way of life, they're giving people an identity, a future, a way to take care of themselves and their family effectively. Just got some water in my mouth. Yuck. Good thing I didn't swallow. I really love Clover Glass, man. I've owned a lot of bongs. Clover Glass, definitely up there. It's up there. It's got to be, top of the line shit. I've had a lot of bongs. They always break. I always drop them. All that shit. This bong I've had for over a year now. It's going on 2 years. I've never had a bong that long. It's always broke. And it's also because I don't let fucktards around me anymore. That's why it's still around. So, I was gonna bring my bong with me, all that, but you know what? We got flour. We got real good flour at that. Let me fucking blow my nose. I don't know what it is, but certain wax sometimes makes my nose like runny, makes my eyes water. They'll make me sweat. I'll start sweating and shit. Which I'm about to make a snot rag, a cum rag with my sock, because I don't have nothing to blow my nose or tissue, and I got dirty clothes there, so dirty sock. Now my grandma to drop off my clothes. This is why I don't buy washers or dryers used. I'll never buy a washer or dryer used. I would hate when my dad or any family member buy a used washer or dryer. I hated it. People don't use their mind, you don't use their brain. Can you imagine all the cum and snot rags? This is also why when I was in prison I washed my own clothes, or I paid people to wash my clothes. I didn't send my clothes in. Plus, if you send your clothes in, you never get them back anyways. They always steal them. They do. I'll send boxers and shit like that. Socks. I'm not sending no shirts, nothing. I'll wash it myself. Or if you're myself, you're washing it. Because I can almost guarantee you're going to be bugging me for money or for food. And I'm not going to be giving you fucking food all the time for free because you're going to be a fucking bug. I'm going to make you work for that shit. You're going to clean my underwear and my socks. You piss me off, most definitely. I love her. It's fucking cold. It's cold as fuck. It's nice, dude. I filled up my gas tank, right, yesterday. I've been riding, I ran around for a minute already. Racing around too. All these videos that you guys have seen of me driving, and the gas gauge hasn't budged. That's why I go to that gas station, man. I'm not lying, that gas station, the gas lasts twice as long. And he says it's because they change the filters all the time, and they get their gas from Michigan Fuels, but I really don't believe that's I mean, I'm sure it has a lot to do with it, but I'm sure it's because they change the filters, they take care of their equipment. I guarantee it. And it makes sense, because if the fuel is clean and fine, right, the injectors can spray a fine mist, right? You get a nice plume of gas that can ignite well. Therefore, the injectors aren't spraying like jets, they're spraying fine mist. They're able to save gas. The computer, it can do that. If you got really cheap fuel, right, it's watered down in a sense, whatever they do, it won't atomize, it won't, you know what I'm saying, it won't mist like that. It won't have that fine little particles, you know, little droplets of vapor. They're gonna be big droplets, you know what I mean? Because the fuel is sticking, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, all the, you know, the chemical makeup of the gas is not good. And that's really what I think it is. That filter, them changing the filters and taking care of the gas pumps and all that, it's filtering out the fuel really well. So I'm getting really, really good fuel in my car. And it's clean. And my hatch wasn't shut all the way. We gotta shut it all the way. You have to, this hatch, man, I'm telling you, I had to glue it. It's the only thing I don't like about this Focus is the plastics, they break easy. I already had to glue this. When you close this, you can't like drop it. You have to close it like right about here. And then you have to slam it. You can't go any higher than that. If you go any higher than that, it'll fuck up. Which, I kind of want to go by my brother's. He had some fucking, that Loctite, that fucking expensive de-icer shit with, that lock de-icer, oiling shit, where you oil up your keys, your ignition, and your locks, and it had that special fucking, it has something in there, and I was reading it, I want to try it. Thinking about going over to see if he wants to go to High Drive with me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. See if he wants to go to High Drive. Go pick him up. Try to take him out. Most likely he won't come because he's a bum like that. But I want to go see him. See, maybe he works today. You know, I can take him to work.